department head ɛwɔ ha ɔmo nyina fi Prudential Bank ɛna ababe PM wɔ ha anɔpɛ na mepɛ sɛ menye ɔmbɛdi nkɔmmɔ kakra bi ɛfa ɔmo adwuma ho ne ɔmo yɛ sɛnea adwuma no kɔ ɛne ɛho nkɔmmɔ nketenketen yɛbɔ so baako mmienu mmiɛnsa tew na afei yɛatoa yɛ adwumadie no so mama kyima akɔ abɛpanyifɔ
kwame ya ji osu bebre ya da sisu se waji en fefe so ha
me so me da se na me stress se ma chance be 3 days ni enti e pacho wo fa che na ene de ye nyoma ye ton dos na en pacho se eboni ho
pacho
eboni Harriet say
nyame odom kwame
great na en pacho anope mon komo no ye bebisa ye si bibi de PAPS PAPSS Pan-African Payment Settlement System. Enya. Yes, Harriet.
Jama General.
Yes, sir.
I'm say that TF4 as da mo ase na ya ma TF4 nyina so machi.
Yeah, Joso.
Kwame Pan-African Payment and Settlement System platform bia Afrexim Bank subsidiary dia to hama banks any financial institutions to me transfers I facilitated transfer in Africa. Kwame Osha you can after African Continental Free
Trade Area.
Free trade area. Na said trade bekoso you be African markets na ye nyina yetumi adidwa no ye didwa say obitua na obi nso jiska.
Yeah.
Na say no hwe traditionally yeah payment system sika no kofa kwesi broni bank na wetu hoka ansa ba another country Africa when ye nyina yete ha ebetumi edi nkita ho ne etu ti ye hwe sa nyuma ne nyina na African bank to nam anamo no this our platform the platform no the bia system bia ebeboa na payments in Africa from one country to the other ebe facilitating no ma ekano kayebo sika globally no researchers say Africa spends about 5 billion in charges.
Really?
$5 billion annually.
And I IMF quite 3 billion.
Yes, in charges alone, in commissions, charges to other foreign banks because of settlement for funds. But we now bano ebete so drastically because we are within Africa and the charges are low. You don't need to buy dollars to now exchange. From CD, you make your payment here. The person in Nigeria receives naira.
Okay.
You know, so a platform bia aba to facilitate trade payments.
Just a moment you businesses.
Exactly.
You Nigeria ba, you South Africa ba, you Habano. SAS can say the ba to say Prudential Bank for what through the Pan-African Payment Settlement System, friend PAPS. You need to be China Sao. But the baby say iti sabe infaso ben pa na bebre esa se mo dey say 5 billion yetua but infaso ben titru na de bebre ya yetio.
Okay, ti kwame no na my colleague Harry Kine infaso ni dey bebre na emrinti e bebo so kakra bi
metie
ebi ni say first no na Harry Kine ukọ Gambia kra unze Gambia di dalasi.
Yeah.
Just a $1 na euro na pound. Omo Cote d'Ivoire to say Togo, Mali no dia this say ko hwe CFA France. Ansana. Sa PAPS ya be and one say central banks no we call it net settlement.
Okay.
Into central bank Ghana, any central bank Mali, ana Niger, ana Ethiopia, ana Kenya. Wo dey see the call Bank of Ghana. Bank of Ghana ni Ethiopia na Kenya na Sudan. Once share or more standard exchange rate on basis into all they will see the akoma Bank of Ghana no na on also the equivalent ama wo beneficiary no be a Gambia ana Senegal ana Mauritania they no ye back.
Okay.
Afe so
ntia hu hia so ba ko so dollar
be dollar sem euro sem bi enim.
Okay.
Afe so ade ba ko a papa wo ade hu say it is say wo hwe kra what Afrexim ne PAPS and said they picked the real-time gross settlement platforms of the various countries. No ma connecting. Mekasa me say uba Ghana say ya wo Gibbs, uko Nigeria ya wo NIPS. Inti te said ya we mobile money free be MTN na call Airtel Tigo and Airtel Tigo call Vodafone. Sa na platform niti.
Okay.
Inti within 120 seconds what unsa count sika. But before, because yeah on a trial basis, after you are starting, yeah, my Nigeria say T+1. We are in there or China pa now unsa count sika. No, Central Bank of Nigeria and she show my but a seamless. They said they we mobile money.
And so be switch from Nigeria also being the same thing.
Same platform. Inti ahom kan wom na security processes wom once omo court say Togo, Benin ye kofanya ma free Cote d'Ivoire ni ada omo chichire ska omo ntumem okwa yesi o akronfo bi bo meji we ni ha ni ho wo ye usika no ko ho a udru ho a utu ama ni pakuna o se ni saka ni sika no se ntuma o se shoes o se den na oje a wodo ye ma badin nti infaso de bebre kwa
na da bena Prudential Bank ebe kan sadi ho
ye beka ho ye wie once ye won hihye bi ese ye wie September 2022.
Okay.
But next year Bank of Ghana hihye bi ansa nanti first transaction there no March this year. But integrations in hihye na wo ho ye wie last year September.
I see. Inti France be afini na mu start say mo ye ho hihye ya na March ya na mo start mo ye futa. What bobo amama bi din am I many bit me almost Eddie Sajawi?
Okay, Kwame.
Yeah, Harry.
Chairman General. So far, no, Nigeria. In fact, yeah, Prudential Bank, I had transactions number of times. Echo Nigeria. Now, almost bet me aye Abagana. Yo Sierra Leone. Bet me aye Ako. Almost bet me aye Aba. Gambia. Eka Liberia. And so can. Now, so far, no. These countries are alive. Banks are all be a year.
Into Sierra Leone, Nigeria, Liberia,
and
Gambia. Okay.
Now, share only paths for the ding kita other countries are joining. Just among call live.
Okay.
Some are in the integration process. Some have completed, but are yet to go live. Your Zambia in the pipeline, Zimbabwe in the pipeline, Djibouti in the pipeline, even Guinea.
Okay.
In the pipeline, and we almost all more central banks are linking up numerous. Eventually, no, the idea is to have all 55 signed up nations live on the platform.
I'm for transfers DBI anyway. Inti again so na papsi day by intia me and on mami ko regular transfer.
Say Kwame say wo be transfer wo bibire mu Africa hadia na PAPS no ese we use PAPS because charges na wo no esua wo de hwe Swift normal charges na ne na afi so impenfo se ejamwa ne mfimfim so akran ye de odi behunu a ekura
da bi ekura mum
ekura
ni mfimfim so kran timi fenhwe jamwa aha
nti wo hwe se Prudential Bank ka first 5 banks are almost started PAPS no ho na kire say yete nhihye na ase nti wo ba now person your transaction within ebibimemu Africa ha na kire say we are the right bank to talk to as far as PAPS transactions are concerned, Kwame.
I see. Well, into Prudential Bank must start this idea, must start to bong with the wuru 24 near the Omatimon Kawas idea.
Chairman General Matepa. In fact, September, right from the time of your integration, no, first seminar after seminar for customers to actually explain to them what after is about. Then we did a second one, second one, which was on PAP specifically. Invited key customers. Now, adverts, radio, print, and other engagements on our website, other social media platforms. Now, other engagements and so with our customers, key customers, or trade, and even individuals, because I need for just for even individuals and person transfers, transfer so countries yabubodi ebagana no ninyina no edi hu kita ho pa
aba be funfidi ana nipa bebresuro ebi ntiase ebi nso suru se ehon ban bonsem no enkoranim ebisu BBC born before computer intini abeke bia no on tiasie security features and answer ne ho ban bought to saying ami gidi say medicicano bre prudential bank say won kutua baba tunde o Nigeria ana Peters was Sierra Leone ana Dauda wa Gambia asembia ma ho ebe ko totin pepe person yete
Kwame on the bank de sika ho adwuma ne ye nti security features the MFND agro Uber banking now we have, in fact for most industries we have in Shishebi a friend international standards organization. We call beverage and hotel sector, they have their own standards. Uber finance standards wo yen the year 27001 and 27701 ninia paps in Shishe wo payments and so on my dada and I also ba prudential banker yanso your ISO certification be 27001 yanso okay. Apart from that, platform na ya Shishe wa hano so there's multi-factor authentication and not just say we transaction na go through a series of procedures and sana approval na go through and yes we ya na sikanako
okay
we ni so free wa audit logs or make audit logs and just say who person ko achieve say then is can go through and also sa in wo ha obetimi ahwe inti ye ka security bambo shishene dia ebebre na ya ye no such that and just say a bit delay transactions seamless we are one touch na dem
as a udim say come be say enquire quantintin yes and say audit log sim check we check anyway inti say no enwa ehun komo na di paps e wa ha anope ye ni ora ebo question executive head business and ora Harry upon head institutional banking or prudential bank. But before me starting with you Harry then abeka dey chat to
Kwame ye be ma amanfo Ghana fo nyina te say prudential bank ejina ne na ejina na so pi na nhyehyɛ a ya to hɔ ye be catch amanfo nyina so mombra prudential bank ne anu mo din kita in fact Kwame Nkrumah ene yedikanfo edi dwuma di ase na omo generation entumi ye time na etumi ama saa integration ahyase ye ndu achi de but ye nim sɛ ya start ni asumi yen de ba kodu bempenso bi na ye ma nso ba besum ye say Africa ye kabum na trade one of the major things that ebeboain na sankita honaba ti me share amanfo nyankran so mombra prudential bank any closest branch platforms online na oba ebetime dinkita ho na paps ye nyina yasom na yatin akọ anim me pese me encourage amanfo so say in fact jumedia ye di no me on trade because of foreign currency reliance on foreign currency third party currencies USD euro and a pound in the time you another pressure about cedi so sa platform in my kwan say you cedi no pressure mass because cedi $1 euro inti yambwa no minus engineer na so na kwan we enyina ka ho a ebeye na yama man so atumpo to Kwame masema me de betua
mate ebo bibi wa de beka ho
masa Kwame haria kanini na me de beto so say say ade ofia oye na eba paps nhihye a ade papa ewo Africa bibibe mu a say ye ni aye som na ye boa na gina say ye beboa na ye ni African continent bibibe mu ye economy na gina ni ni an say we trade among ourselves. COVID ne Ukraine war an train hwe no kra na train say ya ye hu ye di en hu dwa ebeboa yan kasa yen koye say Ukraine Russia war nti wheat ntimi mba flour ntimi mba
mobo say
ye betimia to wheat na flour Rwanda na Morocco na Egypt ni nia eboa ehihye biaba bibia ko boko sikasem so ko boko ejuma bibia da so transport communication bibia koboko nti ebesre na yeni ya Africa ya so paps him na ejina ye da se bebre kwa
me na me da say ora ebo question executive head business and ora Harry upon head institutional banking department omunyina free prudential bank anope ena ma se anope Na mom papsin ko so sa.
Chama General that's it.
Yes,
yɛ de nkyia firi benzo hɔ so brɛ
Across Benzo. Me jino so pa. And I mean you about kusia boy and so be chian papa no pay. Peace 104.3 Prudential Bank on come on. Fuel in your vehicle, please reach out or check out any of the 440 stations across the nation. And then, we're talking about Goyle. Goyle has over 440 stations across the nation. And so, whenever you need fuel, go to the very best. Goyle offers Super XP Ron 95 and Diesel XP. Now, Super XP Ron 95 is a high-grade fuel sold at the same price as normal fuel. And the Goyle Diesel XP is low in sulfur, very eco-friendly. Your vehicle doesn't suffer. Goyle, good energy. Goyle, yeah, DM. TDC is a leader in the real estate development business. Now take their phone numbers down. Let me tell you why. Pick up a phone today and call TDC on 059 691 4432. That is 059 691 4432. Alternatively, 050 4895 302. TDC offers genuine and affordable flats for sale. Studio, 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom flats, starting from 110,000 cedis. Very favorable payment terms there too. TDC also has an ultra-modern 3-bedroom apartment at Site 3, Community 1, off the Stadium Road, opposite the TDC head office. Out there in the well-planned city of Tema. Enjoy the panoramic view of the city center if you rent retail or office space at the TDC Towers. TDC, leader in the real estate development business. Dr. Amuakova Bengwaha. Happy birthday, number 83. Big Papa, bless you.
This FM 104.3. Put me talking.
Azik.
Chairman General.
Martin.
Me just so Chairman.
Boko de.
Nyami dia chain. Na munzo.
They are divine selection. Yegusu kakaka.
Nyami ase.
Rantie no she kuli high siman jolly no tiona. Ono ufiri na ba dem ha.
Oba via once.
Ne hu kwai ngwa.
Oba once century.
Ne hu kwai ngwa. Richard Nyama.
Yes sir. Chairman General.
Ana na mi hu aje sa.
Chairman. The base no me relocated.
Oh, ya me ngwa.
Ma relocated to ya ohu me.
Because the camino will base Aisha. I feel the chess and me who baby.
With the just a special invitation. Champions League member. I extend the special invitation member.
Mati.
Via Boko there.
Nyamini hene na also
Boko, the
Nyamiase. Doc.
Ghana for Sefakai.
I like that.
General.
Yenya. Boko there.
And Kwandi and Yamidi Amai.
Amen.
I can't you for your time. I can't. Na ya hwa hare ya kakra.
O de papa de sema ka se me no be kwa kwasra no.
Chairman.
Me nko.
Just let me person ko facing direct.
I na nka meko. Sadia meko.
Na make a direct.
Sadia nka meko. Me ka question ba ko pen me bisa no.
Empathy do ha no bisa no.
Say nti wo mre.
And it's amazing, Chairman.
Yeah,
but ejuma
ambush.
Is that hey be come marijuana ho 70 way is a good start.
Me ben no so.
Me ngonwa say. Chairman, public service enye o show enye by force so. Na uye ejuma ndima oman no enye za. Enye oman for na uye ejuma ma omo. Let's say drip and benzo bi na omo si jack wo mo number we ejuma no enzo eni kwa. Wo si chinchina wo boa me nko. Nyambe ye bia min tie na ejuma so service so by force. Chairman
and Pacho Senior Richard can and come topics so until the waka ma me come topics so na me time so.
Chairman program me last week. Topics are headed by any and who has them can.
But and them more de.
Oh yeah, dear mayor, but actually be issue. Na pay order so to okra anhwe ya we nya kapre. We ya nya kapre.
I think
Chairman,
quick comments. Maybe quick because we have just about an hour. Okay. But me before be a text be a day ascending our. The tape is to confirm what is already known. Okay. The NIB packed for a purpose. The military packed for a purpose. The police packed for a purpose. The EC packed for a purpose. The court is packed for a purpose. Many more state institutions that are supposed to be independent are now packed for a purpose. This quote is attributed to Professor Martin Obeng Abebio, former deputy BNI boss. Yes, you can really go and pay. What is this tape thing? I don't know any. So why what do you make of it?
Mr. Chairman,
Mr. Medasi.
Mamin Gambaga for
Republic of Ghana.
Gambaga Republicans na ena man programme na chana yi eni Gambara na eni ahemfu nyina mo man programme chobia na no pe. Chairman, having said so no, Mamin Ghana for nyina titru. Hasemo Satipi, nearly can let me issue this caveat and sana matwaso. Nobody can attribute the voice to anybody because you verify and authenticate voice.
Exactly.
Nti nyamike are just general comments about the insecurity and the politics that goes in the security services. This is not in particular reference to Obia Waka Sembo tape, but tape, whether real or whether it is true or untrue. I say it me di hun komo na yen to adwen efa kwan a ye betimi a share security services no mokina. Na edi kan German politicians at every turn, Juma Omuyano, they always wish to have a foothold over your security services, no. And it's not specific to any particular political party. Parties ningina. What I say, MPP, NDCU, at least those political parties that have had the chance to be in government since '92. Omoba, Chairman, they always wish to be in charge of all security services. Omwana, omonim ni eya, omodi omoye. Until everybody, wishes to have as many of Omunkrofor recruited into the services as possible. Now, to the extent that they see MPs be or and political appointees be you are judged as a good performer based on how many people are with the security services more. And that's a troubling trend. Say we are MP, nipa dudu ultimately call immigration, ultimately call police service, ultimately call military more. And the church say MP with your boy Juma. If we get to the point where we are politicizing as security agencies now, let's just say we are up the creek, we are really in trouble. Esana Nkrofua Sebi, no MP would want to recruit Nkrofua Omunyan supporters. And in Prempino, these are supporters are very partisan. It's just on very few occasions that Yedin Nkrofua Omun Shalan partisan echo. But in Prempino, Nkrofua Omuya foot soldiers are almost or Brahma party. So it becomes like a reward system for people's efforts in campaigns. For until Saudi Obia or party A ni and party B ni eco security services no more. Where do you think Nippon loyalty lies? It's not to the state. It's to the very political party under whose tenure no Nippon nya akwan eco service no more. Until when the party calls say baby bia Nippon does it without even thinking twice. Nippon be ye on dream whom you no crampo because loyalty is not to the state too. Because they see what we understand is that if you, the ordinary Ghanaian who apply to join any of the services, you might be qualified. One year I am foul. Because one needs our political connections, Says recruitment and enlistment, Says very highly political.
Well, I see that you're trying to broaden the conversation, but
I'll bring it back to
I want to narrow just quick comments so that I can go to other issues as well.
Okay.
No, meet you.
I think it's a big problem. Politicians would stay away a bit. Now your security agencies paying for no so would allow the process to be followed through. Me assure say some of these things would not be a problem. But coming back to the specific issue of near yeti what tip no so no. I would be frank. Snippets because you might be say chairman in some people nobody has verified the voices on alleged tape, and I am not in a position to so do. And Obimba Bontimbeka said nobody has owned the voice. Are just speculations and discussions of allegations. Until I wanted to broaden the conversation. Now, Chairman Sabi, any police won a winning election, so. About to electors na winning about to any policeman. Now, policeman on no vote so or two about crowd constituency no more. No vote about Kupeu.
Exactly.
And they don't conjure votes. Policeman cannot go anywhere to say, look, me jina box you na ma ye bibia ma box na ye ma on to me. It is the electors who vote. Until if there is any concern, it should be our mobilization skills and how we appeal to the electors. These are the very fundamental things that determine victory in elections. But Chairman, it's always convenient, and way is not specific to MPP or NDC. Anytime our party be winning losing elections, they always find excuses, and there are people and our institutions to attribute blame to. But when we begin to rope police for into blame game now, any accusations now, post elections now, that is where a hard journey. Because 2024 about to Chairman, and that for more. And once you stigmatize and attend security agencies, you disable them from being professional on the day. Because what you would have done is you create the impression say, oh, yeah, we need an I lose you in police force. So. Until it becomes difficult for them until Sabi Obi Yeni Ensem Fatakrana to call them to order no. Nipano would be thinking, me young say, oh, ye boa party and I boa party B. Until yenja police for no money mejuma. Na IGP I do not think there would be any machination from anybody that can oust him. Look, whether he stays or leaves is all in the bosom of the president.
But the interior minister has come out to say he is not going anywhere.
And at
the end of the day, conversation way in parliament, on social media, making it.
They are calling for his head.
No, they're not calling for his head. I'm going to say, Yankoye bipartisan probe live.
On what?
On the tape.
No, me but tape you what things that require you to work hard. Allegations. Who has come up to own tape? In the first place, the tape is not even an authentic tape to work with. Nobody has verified the voices. Chairman, AI
very easily.
Is that simple?
Very easily.
My dream, I don't want to believe says RTP authentic because I can take your voice.
Yep.
Chairman, and all I need is your previous voice. Baby.
Or the
and the AI can give you all the words you need.
Yep.
Since I cry AI music, Chairman. Like we can get Sarkodie's song, use AI to get Tupac to rap it the way he would have rapped it, and the voice you need the way or rhyming the timing in a as a Tupac rap Sarkodie's no. Until I ba obiat me yet sanumi. Oh,
Yambongu.
Chairman, Yambongu cries an understatement. Yentiacha sokra. Because at the end of the day, and you see, there is a perfect man in this whole mix.
Oh.
Obia all call retirement. In fact, Nipana she ne live as crampo. I know. Inti yedin fra na using the voice a betimi. Look, when you na media I have said say the IGP stays or leaves on the authority of the president.
Yep.
Let's say man benin ba bontin beka say oh ma na edwuma ne enso meni inti mpeso kofia. Niamo ye nyina enkosi aga.
Other comments.
Yeah. IGP onkoso ye na edwuma na on ye na edwuma enhye Ghana animunyam. Look, his service is to the Republic of Ghana and not to any political party. Until near all ye no, if in his in his own conscience or GD say near me ye boa Ghana mine. And in fact, there are examples to show say a lot of New Year or yet is some Ghana Maya. Uncle Sunya and should not be perturbed because Mampina Casano has not given me any indication say my brave wage man in so many until me perceive me you. All these things a man for year. Look, if the president feels say I want to replace him, he will take that decision. Until tapes in his we have major issues in this country to discuss.
That's why I said quick comments. Now let me move on. I think this current police administration has put in a lot to win back the supposed soiled reputation of the service. The best we can do is to rally behind its current leadership for a yeoman's job. Politicizing any security service is simply a recipe for disaster. Jomo Pokwase Festus sends that one in. It is imperative to approach the leaked audio with a discerning mindset, as it could potentially be meticulously engineered propaganda tool. Its purpose may be to obstruct the president's ability to remove the IGP, even if he underperforms. Citizen Francis. Atik Mohammed has made my day. How can IGP or police personnel make a political party win an election? The polling agents are more important than any other institution. Akwesio being Joseph Besiase. Protocols have taken over our security recruitment, but Atik should note that this is just the minutest of it. One's ability to pay 20,000 over is the best path to getting recruited. Kwesiri Nozagono Dobeng, we can authenticate what you've just said, but by you two, Chairman Jananko Kwame, why are you discussing this? Abeku Lashibi. Abeku, well, that's why I said quick comments. Topical issue is being discussed in Parliament of all places. So what am I supposed to do? Parliament of all places. They are calling for a bipartisan probe. You're seeing TV so now Ghana for it's in Parliament, Abeku. So Richard, quick comments. What do you think?
Chairman General.
Yes, sir.
My main wafidi so enchia me penny and inshallah the incoming president of the Republic of Ghana 7th January 2025. Yura Honorable Alan John Kojo Chiremante.
Ojoso.
Yes. The to sumienu me chia Chairman General onim say me ranu wakwandai.
Na say won kan che me fe no aba cha ka che.
Me ka chiro enti me ba base. Uninvited.
Uninvited but always welcome.
Me ba base.
Always welcome.
Mate. Me fa video so achi akwandai fo nyina.
Omojoso.
Mate so mu tie me wo Star FM kwandai.
Oh great.
Me chi obia.
Star FM Kwandai. Good morning to you from Accra.
Na Chairman.
Yes.
I say me do kakra. Anything. Me tie voice no, me tie tape ni nyina.
Okay.
13 minutes by 53 seconds. Emudu.
Sir?
Na say no clear to have a sitting police officer a COP or te your friend is saying akonya so currently to make such a misguided comments. Now, me dwene ho a say no kra obi a we do sa level no etimi na se e ka sa nema no a onwene ho.
Na say nya no kra so.
Yes, anything na me say no kra. Because if it is, I'm wondering about say no onye do that level cry in the first place. Because it's paramount to say I could be police abedi penyi at that level there den ya ukasemu no we hear ukasemu yi. But it was like with the free for all. O kan ya kan name bi ansem fata edi mpenyimfo bi be frafra mu.
Do you believe the tape? Would you do?
No. Chairman General. The possibility is there.
Okay.
What you say? Man disregard the tape no completely because at the point you know, obeti some phones ring it na we are fat na okasa. You hear third parties. Call no. Say nipa na fret phone no so no. It's obvious that the call is on speaker. Enti ote nipa na wa fret call no so the parties na mote meeting no no so e kasa. Enti that part no so no ye fake ya na me enti ase. Where does AI come in that sector? Now, nipa no so friend no tin say or can local language and now all making the demands. And the call comes as a surprise to nipa na call no ban in channel. Or tin in the crowd on who nipa ni ye and bisa. So it's very difficult to dismiss it. It sounds a bit authentic to me. Now, say Interior Minister can you know there no quite swan on. IGP, I'm telling you, say me rank you my lifetime. The met me who my juma met me assess you or no ne Alasan, the previous one. Yes, I placed them virtually apart. In terms of performance, he's brought some professionalism and dignity to the police service, to the uniform. And can I NDC or MPP ever obey onye Ghana ni. That is neither here nor there. Onye Ghana ni there. Whether you like it or not, he would belong somewhere. The emphasis there no enye juma. But in someone na ekos wo tape no. Me force to say yenhwe mu kakra because we've had a situation where say CIA say na police penny was caught on tape. You're trying for treason, maybe. Atik.
Well, he wasn't caught on tape. A WhatsApp group be an okam. And then come be a show could be. And who some and a walk caught. Yes, yet. And yes, yet in this work, I should be saying, BBC.
Once the WhatsApp group, people contribute, they type and all.
Yeah,
and type in one case.
Me, Mejan will caught to her, Mejan will caught to her court to phone.
There were voices as well. Enti and say enya no cry say WhatsApp group say AI nkwan there WhatsApp group nso to make us say AI. Yes.
WhatsApp the encryption levels.
Encryption levels say. Say what's AI etimi make nipa na ne bibia there encryption na on to me make.
So AI and say ehu
ana say na nipa na odi the whole system by e ka kire say yenhwe bibie na wiase ya bewie because of AI. Now, Chairman General, for me, let's not watch this under the carpet because asem no ehu said the echoes were tape no cry, and that is why we need to investigate. Na ehu say oh, ade na no cry na anya no cry. Na say no cry na fa ekwan na ehia se be fa so na yesi ano because it shouldn't happen again. Now, your basic police training no actually say Kasahari should not be part of your training. Now, so what me got and otie and near na what tape. We more than about 4-5 people. I yet meeting who will be a kasa by heart. We need to check it because if you have set people in charge of your security, and they are now what a time bomb also. Challenge me initial comments.
Doc, any other comments? I like them.
Chairman, the assembly.
Me in fact, she might.
Chairman, only say.
Yes.
Me need be a friend relationship. Say me kasana. Chairman, jina hwa me ni ntia metumi aka ne ameka.
Yeah.
Trust. So I take jina hwa. Me ni ma take say achewo enu ye kura di be 10 years. Richard so me ni be 7 years ni. Inti se obi ne wo kasa sadi we aye ba kumienu ya nhwe ne ye de confusion kura be by the entire country say obi no obi din komo asena me ba subject matter no say bibia ye be record chairman accident to misi na ye be boa me afa nipa no na obi dina ho na record so na first person hu ye
en so on fa phone no
friend ye hwe ne ye because edu ba bi kura hwe kam ya kwa ese obekọ na nipa nan enum to ho obi a on the phone so obi anko kasa na asemaba we are breaking our relationship
social structure
the tight is no more there see to me transit din komo say na mfofo ne anuanom no eni ho bio na me tie kakra bi edu bi na me hu ne ntia o say me waste me time tie ni nyina konsem ni bi o ho a chama na anu odin obi a pre say peripay your bebia no sabi hu be what time na me kan no nya once nya asem we abentra at least I'm on record say IGP we out we say no no a me na me nim say CID headquarters ye penti ye me dey na me say bia omo mra bi against renovation. I'm telling you the truth.
How I feel?
Chairman.
How I feel?
Say how do I say damn pare say glass nkwa. Glass nkwa. Come on. This guy is working. On no pen or say so we are MPO, we are when we are especially road traffic offenses. Obecho no be a small boy be so or co baby or share or be now or okra dispatch. I want some kind of say when they detail you on yas and pepper be or say no more fun headquarters. Me again I won't hide it. Say me one and I'm pay at that time a year selection and come make us the informant tete you because me nim tete you I have a personal relationship with him. Right? He qualifies equally. Nenso so yadima dampari ongu Ghana for any mercy. Whoever recommended him on your mistake. And he said, oh yeah, Juma, yenya no yeah Juma na say ye no kra with a caveat. Say obi or co-pension. So no there were IGP, so no nya. Well, and America say this is why I even support this Omnia investigation. Because in some people we can't just sweep it under the carpet. Say Suswampa obi say Yanfa NDC IGP and NPP IGP. This is ridiculous. This is nonsensical. I'm sorry, but how can they be NDC IGP NPP IGP? Na day. Ye hwemu yo. Say utie kasa no so ye edu ba wi wo say send ye be ya election. Say Suswampa ye kofo obi o ye NPP IGP. Amana betena ho. Na say nkofo beto aba na wasesa na. What then I say about man. Such people should be punished if indeed it is true. Enti ya hwehwem I answer na ye be can be speculation. pen koma akoso ni nia metietie baabi ebi mpa na nya nokre ebi akofo bi voice ni dia ye nti ahwehwe mu wie ni ehu mu nokre dia na say am pampa say senior police officer at that level na chama at least me so mini dudu na nanti o police form penny form kasa pi sa
there be
a few that I know kasa sa enti mo dia mo hwehwem mema omo hwehwem na se ba ko fa express craft ba biaba na o ma ye na ehu nokure ma eno be ma ye nyina ye nya botoye mu se susu ampa na ye koso no e bia nya obi anofo so ana se enye nokure mpo me bompa ye se be wie ne yanka se enye nokure na se ye nokure dia then we are sitting on the time bomb ehu pa enye mesre pa se si a chama me si e dia yam sisi be ba se one hwe ya professionalism no obi ya adwuma nana janto ahene na hwan ye nya mom ye adwuma the same people so omo ye na from so ba ya na ye san be bo omachi the police for nya omadwuma na police for see institution ya baso omo Ghana ha see ye rank anka police na ye number 1 and can say obi agi 2 cedi 5 cedi now obi 2 cedis a day the whole year wa je say wa bro obi tena fa akon etumi enya $4 million sika say na ye de ma wo yomi
I abutre.
Oh, Chama, here obi would da baby 3-4 days. Sebe and come home. He for nekofa. Police for. I'm robber crot you unya obekun. He for neko. Police for. Adwuma omo ye no so. Enti misre. Ghana for let us respect the institution. O say. That be me say because near you hu ne can ho asem but obi ya niam so a me eno justify say no mo ye ne but they are doing a good work. Nipa hin na dan adwo na obi police ni no te abonten tontomo wie no or guard another human being. Say ye dis sika ko ba nye police for na yeku om.
O hu chiro da o hu police hu fa so.
Yes.
Chairman.
Na say o hu achiro da na bi say police for fa so pa.
Me can't say let's allow them to do their work professionally.
Yep.
Yenyi politics in film because Chama ade onya fe na ahase o. Ya nhwe ni ye ni ansia no kwan. That year Edo have a bomb.
Yes sir.
Obo bibi so now I want to give free consultancy to the family of police in na yeku no.
Yeah.
Na menya ya a lawyer kuku damamu wa Ghana obi enyi no ho enye probo no mom. They should sue the Bank of Ghana and the bank involved for a very hefty amount of money. Omo enema asade na baye.
Herefore
Bank on what basis now an car enye armored meanwhile emrano kire say
the bullion
verse na say armored and na ye do with they have put your life at risk and it say BBC in the line of duty here they should value his life over up to the retirement no ma sika na bibia no calculating fantwa mo. I pray say the family no benya kukuduro na lawyers now mo ewo Ghana mo timi eye pro bono no obinyi no ho emu family seriously the Bank of Ghana and the particular bank involved na so mutu family ni bibi
good idea
me di wie no me sre we dey an appeal me say yenyai enye police vonkon yenya security agencies no mo nyomodwuma because be a professionals there was a time you had to step in. Say so national security sabi kokko hwe afa bi on na de bibia bonata so do you know who I am? Do you know me why you were professionals or be national security yen nya omomom nya adwuma na kwase sansa nkofo bi no mo na mu no mo institution no see ya hwe ni ya politics no ebedu ba bi chama ye wo MPP pan no ne ye NDC pan no
wow
it's so nasty.
Yeah, we've had
what
it
is this?
In 2008
Richard Nati hay on kind of on live radio say on ni na fofo omo ye NDC fo ana they eat together
always
adan yama politics a divide here mo dia mo nkoye mo politics and let those professionals do their work.
Chairman mamin kawe in fact uka bibi say asem to police for some faso in fact on that occasion where there is a private matter but SME me the petition cry call IGP ho nyame adoma ene ana bibi look if you've had an experience with the police na be hu say omo hu onfaso and sometimes even when the younger ones and I use the word younger to represent like lower ranked policemen omo deviate sometimes they can get exuberant and overdo things and uko penyimfo no ho na omo rectify ni e wa na be hu say look there is order in this country and that everybody is protected under the law.
Yeah.
Mika enono. Yenina koka how the security services have been politicized. Yenina, especially police, Ejina Adiba Akoso. The mode of appointment.
It's always been like that.
Let's leave the head of the police should not be appointed by the president.
Unfortunately, that is what it is.
And I'm saying that yes, we should have a commission. On our worst case scenario, let Parliament be just like Chief Justice, Parliament, and a vetting and as for. Let's have an arrangement whereby within service, there can be a commission and ABB. They will look among the senior officials, whoever is interested, and now Oman Kazakra could even do headhunting. Now Omodi list let them vet them, and then submit some recommendations to Parliament and now to the same commission. There has to be a separate body, and in my view, it should be some separate commission. Once the police council will wait. Police in some sense.
I think that's only saying in our constitution.
No, I'm talking. Say we are proposing amendments.
And so
for us to avoid these things going forward, no.
Because according to the constitution,
is the president who appoints that?
The Inspector General of Police shall be appointed by the president, acting in consultation with the Council of State.
Yeah, with the Council of State. The arrangement say it is the president who appoints. But I'm saying say Senebeya every like we'll take away the power to appoint the IGP. Say because the power to appoint IGP is in the hands of a politician. Now, Ebi Musa just say MPP 4 by some of you or more IGP, NDC 4 by some of you or more IGP. We are sana. Please, career policemen who have integrity. To become an IGP, you have to align. That is the impression I hear creating more. Say you have to choose a party in order to be able to get the ultimate position. But say ye happen free the hands of the politicians and conquer the president no more. Then we have a separate commission. Kokrokoo can apply. People of a certain rank and of certain seniority can apply. Now commission nankasa, ayo vetting and recommend who becomes the next IGP. Mijidi say your best officer issue. Into constitutional amendments now amount for a proposal. I think this should be one of them. I don't know, I stand corrected, but I like to believe say Ebimo make his suggestion when we're doing the first review, but I don't think it found its way into the final document. Say the call to review the constitution. I strongly recommend say this should be one of them, so that you completely decouple the police service and its administration from the workings of politicians. Esana obian sorry nkase mobile esamuyi muamu IGP na we musoba omuyi omu IGP, because at the end of the day any politicians na be sa appointment no ye yen sana mijidi say ebeboa. But ora dampare media oye adwuma o bo adwuma Ghana fo nyina ni so ne wo ye no kosoye, and do not allow Sebi near air course we na ne PM to distract you. Do not be sidetracked by it. Kosuye wejuma in the belief say Mampenyina or you as we have it today. The arrangement until it is changed. And he say Mampenyina be you. Mampenyina or you be firm in your way and in the belief say Sam Mampenyino has not shown any sign say or pursue you free her. And once you have that at the back of your mind, and with the support of Ghana,
something funny. An IGP we say a bank penny for Boachi, no position for Boachi, and the chess away.
Yes, and I think that is why the president is not moved to want to make such alterations, because even though, well, when it comes to finance minister, it's a different conversation.
I'd like to leave that conversation there at this point. I don't want to be sidetracked.
Allow me on this occasion.
No, you're using AI at this point. Anna, you just spoke Chinese. Maintain the In the meantime, ECG may find to just say Operation Zero. Almost started. With the ECG car and patrol, almost started Operation Zero. Almost started no. Bernadette Trim na ECG my four security agencies. Baba Muhammadu Omoka. so untua ye jesika wa uni meter yebema flat rate na wa start etua chest operation zero normal pa say no use ECG also utua. It's as simple as that. And I may kai anope any Dr. Frechi Asamoah between Komo Awa anope Government of Ghana and a Commission for Technical and Vocational Education Training CTVET Joada Bay Omobaye Ghana Skills Development Fund 700 businesses will get access to grants. It's interesting. Monday morning 10 a.m. or UPSA Auditorium. Monday 17th July.
700
businesses across various sectors can access grants towards upgrading skills of their workforce. Which
institution?
Government of Ghana.
No, through which agencies?
CTVET. Commission for Technical and Vocational Education Training. Yes. But Ebisu beti be apply for the next window. I'm patch up Yeronhopa. Anopena Dr. Frechi Asamoah until Monday at 10 a.m. UPSC.
2000.
The cheapest was 100. The highest is 4 million.
Oh, fantastic.
Before trim.
Me pay 1 million.
Ubenya Yeronho. Now once some your proposals, it will be a proposal aba. Now on my year so far. Oshoma Manipa about 111.
Oh, interesting.
And I am Momiska into their various business ventures.
Oh, that Chairman, you see 111. 111.
Agenda 111.
Oh, that's good.
Now, the guest speaker, the keynote speaker will be Education Minister Yawose Educhum. Okay. 80 Monday morning, 10 a.m., UPSA Auditorium. And Pacho say, oh, idea be we maybe na a grant. Inti grant na just say enya bosia.
Chairman, I don't know man the omen the can them.
Oh, na omaka. Oh, omaka aba be interview crapping or sadio.
Chairman.
I think guy with the Monday beko.
Because with the Chairman I was saying say look, there are splinter institutions that all kinds of bia claim say omo boa mebunu na zivo. Omago tiba could be needing tin be national and entrepreneurship be. Jama mama wa ayiruswa ne eno at the end of the day entimi mbo announce udika. Where I think say if there are more such funds they should channel it through a program. I think say no beboa.
Enti empacho me ye do boni nti ba bo me dewuro nti me jama o ye free tape no so no me hu se enkoton rio se yenkom na shebedwemo se emba MPP presidential primary so but nti presidential primaries ade Richard Nyama start here kura ne anyway say no dey running story nti ye de beto answer Richard Nyama chia ala Chirematin ne Charles Usuba so na bi chia ala Chirematin Miracles ba no abi chia Dr. Baumia we ba no abichia Kennedy Jepo sa
take suba or say
me chairman
usu obewe
I take suba no person oni doctor
akoto de enye mi na misie
la manager
musuma kan
onu so kan teacher man
say
obewe
oh nyame fa madam Francis ora jamantin
send senti
say obewe
Chama, wa dam for nyamfa ni kranzi ora chama.
What be say?
The whole plane. Chairman.
What the obisa or be say?
Chama, we dey ba ko en we dey who baby.
Let the delegates decide.
Chairman, so boy man na said you trim.
And I said you trim I we be say dey.
Chairman say un ko school da un se broni ba un se broni na be.
From Belfi. Fibari.
Over German. Well, but you know, at least he goes into his CV as an attempted candidate.
I take pa.
Oh, German.
Obia.
Then I start tracking. Tracking Ibiomo.
He's speaking Chinese.
German,
we're outlining the businesses of Abia MPP.
Oh, Chairman.
What say a tree crop development authority on Ukraine account $200 million. Why are you my baby? Why are you my baby?
All proposals say Anka Obe president Obe Yawa Greek or Honoran 1 year.
Are you?
6 years.
That's the kind of cash on Okojiba and Wujidi.
Messi on us here. Na tik me dem ho.
Why tree development? And to make a presidential.
I think say dem ka president.
Oh yeah.
Na say dey will be any baby ojina ba be kana asem dada.
Oh that be but the baby
na say Monday morning Katria Pekuti ha.
Chairman.
Na say Katria kan
all rapie bruta. Papa.
Me rap me there.
Katri rapi bruta. I think yanko to rimbra.
Don't you know na me maton chairman.
Chairman, say you can we na.
Okay, with the marijuana.
What was the win?
In Tampedia, yeah. In Tampedia, yeah.
Chairman, yes, this year the Ghana Jatum say ye beti me akodo and I can say yetimi ye ntampi fo man ye and Emma sabi tampi we enye forget to use nkwao
is qualified.
Then no me see tampi
at the end say
it's not just for get to use nkwao
get to use nkwao
one for so bebre chairman pain relievers bebre be ya ye numi
it's for medical
tampi kan ho won oti pai wo ana baby ya wo ya na e ma withdraw because hospital na e ma withdraw bia eto de bia almighty tampi kan ho bi nti ukọ pharmaceutical companies omo edisa enu eyo mo adwuma na if you are familiar with rasters and if you have a friend or a rastaman they don't refer to way as near way I have friend almost say herbs
na say herbs
exactly because idea ye desire but ghetto use na ya to the bia ye omo use man bruso na edi
but also let me just clarify un say near the enro ye de nyama bibi medical marijuana no omo bibi THC levels na wom no sha okay and it has to be I'm say 0.3% or below say could below above 0.3% and eja hallucinations na starting just for clarity and nam ho ya ye no get to ya ye chichi nkofo ye ba be ni saba
be
bia no amafo di be fam
enukra say near mra ye pass ye zizi ya de ultimi botampi abonten ye becho mra no de edaso wo ho say possession and abuse of edaso wo
ho musician
possession and use of marijuana still a boni a crime nti emaninya o say because of mrei o sisi ade o nam street mu kra na o twubunto de bi ya e becho na nenti a mimi visa di ya di pan say chairman non-traditional exports they bia you can want them say we need to increase our non-traditional exports in Nasifo. This is one of the exports in my view any year ebetimi disika abreye because a lot of pharmaceutical companies here and in some countries are legalizing the use of marijuana no yes see minim yes see omo grade no cry low grade na Ghana dey high grade nti utimi export
premium grade
yes a premium quality chese eno de wontwi bebre ansa na why high and nti amount for export here ade ombenyisika chema ma series anyway me nka miko Arizona mrebi na me ko hwe MB na me ka chere Richard na baba bi tina me nchan obi sam se me fi na me ka se me ka wo Ghana ade free na no anjo what is Ghana de na wo high power na baba wu ni ngomo bia ngomo wo ha ne na was our greenhouse farms ibi
okay
and what the each was look at how yellowish the leaves are was you are the will be tria transfer na why high was it Ghana de na what is
a green
nti kwan me na me ti di aboa no MC Jack ngomo me no di de nya me komo and I'm sorry feeling time but say ade
say na open source amba ho
oh say ade me even me chairman me nya kwan na ade I would consider because once you bring in money and it's going to be I'm sure it will be very well regulated and it will not find its way into the local market. Megidi say idea ebeboa and
Obi say there no more scattered ghetto.
Oh no, still, it is still a crime. It's still an offense to possess, distribute, and use.
But can I say I was so with to me our interior minister.
Of course,
that is what the law says.
Yes.
It is.
No, when no chairman, what was that? Sebi. And you'll be an event.
I will say, hey, Chairman General, you and we. You and we. Anyway, the industrial can give us a lot of money. Mike, true.
Chairman is a huge look in Netherlands, in the US, in some states. What do you say? Mike Tyson is back on his feet because of marijuana. And I think we should take full advantage and increase our non-traditional exports, make some more forex. Yes, you can send me to pampa. You can to the beer. You exchange it to the beer. If we increase our non-traditional exports, when you add forex in brain, at the end of the day, yes, you can send me Ghana, Benya, and some, it will be creating employment because then your mobile door from Nunkwana be Juma. It's going to be a chain from production to export. A man for Benye Juma, and there will even be entrepreneurs who make man say they buy from the market and export.
Onim Dr. Kinsley Nyako, MP Kwada.
Oh yes.
I'll say I commend you and Kokrokoo Bako for your advocacy on cannabis. Oh, Doc.
Advocate General.
I also be a bit BBA but only one of the biggest people on him side at the Mupa is the regional minister.
Said,
She Onimu brutal. He sits on an international committee.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
A UN full title. No? Not on marijuana alone, but on marijuana and other things. Our UN committee, we are committees near there. UN at UN level.
Okay.
The dynamics of it near there.
Minister,
Chairman, I do it here. I mean, I think in my view, we need to regulate it, do it well, and because has, people would get employment, forex, and Ebebuaso because it helps in the pharmaceutical industry and so forth. And Chairman, media no be sure na Parliament for is there. Okay, Mika say the reason why Mifi said they should discontinue the trial of Uraja Chukwesi was to offer an opportunity for the people of Asin North to be represented. Now, Chairman, why Muhumba Asemi? You are denying your people representation by leaving Parliament each time SO court. And look, why are you going to solidarize with him? Because your argument is Asin North for any Mumra should be junior obey Juma Mom. Now, how about Mum constituency? They need you doing the work of Parliament. There's a muja every time Obe Court, Namusumeja Mujumako, and boy, you are not doing great, good service to your constituents. And you are defeating the very point you seek to make by following Jachukwesi to the court. Intermediate Subambia and Semfata. You can solidarize without abdicating your responsibilities. Chairman, yet you and me have said it publicly, say Minyayanka, they should discontinue that trial.
Yeah, you have.
Senabeya Ebeboa as in North for Amomania representation. That's a more Muhumba Semizwe. You cannot deliberately deny your people's representation. No? It's an irresponsibility. Right. And if it's a so mujai, you can solidarize like I'm solidarizing without necessarily, giving up your responsibilities as conferred by you as a member of Parliament. At the end of the day, Chairman, what is it going to change? By going to court and leaving your responsibilities, because parliamentarians if I were going to render the judgment in a certain direction, because Mr. Parliamentarians. Judges and parliamentarians what has here? And going to Parliament too, it does not also mean ever foresee the Attorney General to say, okay, this here because of a huna mi hunenti enyadi mayor. You can still make your point and forcefully so without necessarily, abdicating, like I said, your responsibility. Keep doing your work but you can also at the same time, solidarize with MP. Obi nesie, you can still work and chew gum.
Yeah.
Nti omunjai no mu ye no na Ghana, we pay them to represent us. They should do just that and stop obi be say shenanigans enya de ebebua.
Kwame, I've ordered a greenhouse today. I have an 80 by 50 plot. I know you are happy because of the weed bill. Phillips in Tadi. Hey, Chairman for just you wouldn't be a weed advocate. Obisu say, namesake Dan Ochre, Gan East Hospital, Chairman General. You are part of the implementation of this weed law. You must be named General Weed. Azan.
Akwesi
Sapon.
One of the strongest advocates.
Yeah.
Obi are not in charge of NACOP, but still felt say, look.
On the source static Kofi Anasuka.
We should he deserves some salutation.
Interestingly, the Eastern Regional Minister, your friend said Kwame Champong, or say it is the UN Commission on Narcotic Drugs.
Okay.
He sits on that commission.
That's big.
Yeah. Now, while Mami Education Kakra, or say, post yesterday's passage, which is described as a policy direction, the next important aspect is the regulations.
Very, very important.
That will give meaning to the policy. Once we are educating our listeners, it is important to give them the right information. The law in Ghana prohibits recreational use of cannabis. We are asking people to provide alternative development through medicinal and industrial services. The Interior Minister will introduce another legislation to Parliament, which will be worked on by the Subsidiary Legislation Committee.
Maybe an ally.
We are in the process of starting a regulated industry. So, Chairman General, let Ghanaians know we has not been legalized. Said Kwame Champong. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Somebody can say, he knows.
Education needed.
Yeah.
But Interior Minister don't put your consultation now.
Anyway, yes. Any comments?
No,
Richard, yes.
My main fast is and no anamoka no Emma Yura Crasisapo. Any former Secretary General of the UN, Yura Kofi Annan. Yes, they've been advocates of this for a long time. Now, so here, Ghana, we've really punished ourselves over the years. We have Uba we deny and Cresse is the most potent premium of
all
weeds in Jamaica for Baha,
the weed of
who said the amount nominee is cigarette. What you say? University of Ghana, come on for my this. Obi ban the exchange program. Obe try and check a crowd. And you be offer
boys didn't call the Esperado to fight you. Then it's brain.
Time no. Oh, sorry, I said that be with you. I know. Me who say they were Jamaican Yagro. But you see, as a country, policy wise, I mean, who the entire young idea as a product. Sometime back, Gabi Beckham was and they are ridiculous, no? Madam for Gabi Asaro. This is a multi-billion-dollar industry. Yeah, shampoo, seminar.
Baby, toothpaste. Obi Abraham toothpaste ni bika.
Chairman, one
toothpaste.
Chairman, one this year nientia
Ati ko hwe mani bebre kasa sa meet me. I shall we you.
Chairman, say to me man.
Yes, industrial. Usage of the product line.
Onim Nana Kwekwajiman.
Yes.
No a coach.
Yes.
Nana Jiman. Yes. Yeah, I know he's a very strong advocate for these things. Now, also Wabimu will share. He's nickname quite a ganja farmer. Yes. Our company be Empire
Yeah,
Empire
I
BB.
saw one of his interviews.
Empire Ghana BB. Yeah. Now say or Mao Apo
On Indian hemp.
on Indian hemp and its industrial user. As they say, you go weak.
Chairman General. Me omo eba be regularize with the rules now Minister Nekan. I think say you set up framework ebe attract foreign investors no in the value chain. Mamuma emeye efuo no export ade no. Say me ken. Products here me ken nyina. I have hair products, I have creams, I have seminar medigare nkaka ho a the base marijuana. What you say? And the effect of it, skin tinwi nkaka ho no. It's marvelous. What you should do is say attract your normal set up companies no ewa ha. Instead of we falling prey to say raw material production export here base returns na nya. Instead of the whole value chain no income nya no. But for me, I haven't hidden. I was telling you, look, somewhere last year, not US, I was exploring the possibility of getting an import license because Mike Tyson, 418 acres. Your friend is saying
Greenhouse.
400. You know how much he's making a month? $620,000 from marijuana. 418 acres.
So 50% cry tax
Yes.
Still owe them.
$618,000. That's how he makes per month on a greenhouse factory in California. Why are we wasting this resource? When you raw one, no, you process it, and some medical usage, you know. So the OC can most of the your friend is saying, India, the main pharmaceutical hubs in the world who need this product. Who they need a premium, you don't pay a premium price for it. Nah, more power because over the years, I think this thing can surpass cocoa gold.
But back to the issue, gold, cocoa, diamonds. You see, no cram po yentimi manage.
Yes.
Now then I just say we the bit we manage.
Says that. Me, for instance, you find say I'm a license to export. The export license should encourage me say me US partner nan coming in no export at the now as part of my license, you know. Maybe I within the next 5 years, I say me to the Nippon ever highness license in the season. So it's in the interest of Nippon autonomy.
So the framework should be done to benefit us.
Say establish the industry to know what na yen produce at the no na yen ton. What I said, that is when we will make the billions that
value, we add value to it.
Yes.
I think what's a creative problem, Mami. Minia baby, Dr. Thelma with East Legon. Chairman General, you should be the last person talking about hemp for hair growth, unless you can give us evidence in 1 month's time. Oh, Dr. Thelma, me know that's how David Minkasa. Even facial wipes.
Yes.
USA has it.
Yes.
Esther, I see.
Yeah, so we need to grow out of our fixation
apply for license.
But final question back to you again. Senyoma yebobo bosu nyina gold diamond yentimi afanya we na be ndey.
Oh, we need to say me dem nyaya said the honorable minister kan. Se sia na omo ehihye emra no kena. Enye sa.
Omo hye mu kena.
Yes. Se omo hwe na those aspects are introduced. Say because a license for you to operate, a bear selected, say we meet certain criteria, and some are more license. And yes,
of course,
yes. And to say more license now as part of the regulatory regime, you introduce to those aspects that will attract the investment in actually adding value, not just raw material production. Because raw material production, nama yaka baby ayeka, ewono. Nanka yewo manufacturing value addition. Gold processing factories were Ghana. yeah who the echo so gold mining areas no
value added and but said Kwame Achampon say and you no kwane meet be abonidin or no so other names or say he believes says Uncle Fuinina no the late Kofi Annan is one. Ora Akresi Sapong is two. Or say our current Minister for Interior Ambrose Derry. We should also credit James Agalga, Dominic Ayini, and Kwame Anyimedu.
Yes.
All these MPs worked very hard behind the scenes to ensure say. So I mean, of course, Kofi Annan and Akresi Sapong are not MPs, but I'll say Ambrose Derry, James Agalga, Dominic Ayini, and Kwame Anyimedu. Said lawyer for near the I think they went into legislation near the
Honorable Kwame Anyimedu. No, I think he seems to be doing a lot of work.
He was here on Tuesday. I had not changing more about LGBT.
Legal aspect,
his name has
anyway.
So basically, that is it for me. Yeah, here now we so anko ye to say cocoa ne gold ne.
Oh, hona semno.
Oil. Yeah, discover oil. Yeah, can say yeah, mad Dutch disease enka. They say a baby ayina. That's disease no kra abroso. That is where we are. And no they justify Norwegians and anka ediba. But upon all that, we still are stuck with the Dutch disease. But beyond that, a friend is a MPP presidential primaries.
Hey, me also why na person ko. Na on person dog beka we that same
yo. Dog benya be 10 minutes. We me 3 minutes na
okay, 3 minutes starting now.
Me that say. Chairman General.
Yes sir.
Yewura Alankojo Chiremante. Di enti na me nyama. Me support no. Di enti na me kasa ema no. Number 1. Me hwe MPP candidates na eko primaries ya. Ono nko na ewo the base in economics, industry, ICT. And also a lawyer. Na me ka bibi. Se Ghana baby ya ba be mpempen so ayo sesia no. Ye hia a transformational leader. Obi obesesa niam se de esi ye niam. We've done things in a particular way for so long, and fire could see baby, and we need someone who can change that. Now here, Urano ne Juma wa year in the past 30, 40 years, he stands tall. Now, on my beer, ye can GDP say, or minor nisika semu emu dupano. Now, o man penny kufo ne kan asset. Or say the private sector is the engine of growth. O man bia na sika samu ye bia no. Na eye private business. Na ekuta o man no. Because se me wo me san hu adwuma na me ya metumi atua tax. Na aban tumi ayimu bi. Etumi dia ye infrastructure ama dia ekoso na akoso. Na say ye ni private sector na ebe hia se ebe call your friend is saying IMF ako free 3 billion over 3 years. Ya hwe ni ye kura na akọ 5 years. Na ne record ni sen. Ya say ye wo economics ne nkeka ho. Ye wura mamu baumia menu apenyu. Oba be di president. That will be in 2033 after Alan Cheremantin has come.
We nya minti na onim so na.
Oh, minimum pa esan say
2033.
2033. Alan be di from 2025.
That's an odd number.
To 32.
Okay, over starting.
And I'm not saying
this for the moment maybe.
And now you can't end this for count. Please, but come and say. Chairman General, I'll be 1 minute if you
One count talk a family.
Chairman General. Yes, dog beba after 3 years, after 8 years. But the truth of it is the foundation of this country needs to be transformed. Ora Alan, and Kwane was an Indiano. US is using the private sector largely to push it. In the case of China combine private and public. And so far China Railway, for instance, Ghana ye ejuma. Now so Sikana mudi ejuma no China government there. But the management of it is is private. What you say? So it's a combination. And omudi drive Chinese economy. And then omako mwenim. Alan decide ne buy Yewura Kufuor Abreso. Presidential special initiatives. or choose 4 products, or say presidential in salt. And I can hear about 5 billion. Oil palm, 10 billion. Starch, 10 billion. And garments, 15 billion. What was the basis for that? Over oil palm, Ahana Malaysia for BJ palm seedlings, 1960, and then they are the number 1. Confectionaries in Nema Bibria, deep palm oil, Oba Zomi, and Nsafufu, and Egusu Eddie. What I say? He came and changed it. Fried top palm oil who came in, soap and all those things became an issue. And now ma adie so. Cassava. I used to start factory. Okay. At the point, that is the trick. It was a multi-billion-dollar industry.
And your 3 minutes is way over.
So no in the when we didn't succeed ourselves, NDC buy I used to start factory. I said it. I'm telling you.
And Pacho,
just one group.
No, hold on.
As far as I know, as far as I know,
Jacobs is part of
it's
it.
just one group.
No, it is the Jospon group.
Is Alete Jacobs part of it or not?
And Pacho, I will not be in the position to say so.
You don't. I am telling you an authority.
But because he serves that makes
no. He's a shareholder.
Of.
Shareholder. I'm telling you.
Shareholder of.
I used to start factory.
I'm
telling you an authority.
Now, shareholder of I used to start factory when?
It
was acquired by the Jospon group.
Please, it was privatized under the NDC. Do you want me to mention the?
But if it was privatized under NDC,
yes.
So what?
Chairman, yes. Follow documents. So as for that,
please don't interject me. If you get your
anyway, by the way, Pacho, 3 minutes I swear you anyway.
I'm saying that the NDC sold it to themselves and searched several other industries. Anything now. Ala neba second round or say if we do not succeed ourselves in the next government, the same thing will happen. Enti nyasa na osuya fee presidential special initiative 1D1F or the ban or the private sector driven. Enti 292 no do na private sector owned. So that say antimi succeed e ho a nyame pengu NDC for when they take over cannot sell the industries to themselves anymore. This for me is the base of your support for Alan Chemating.
Yes. Dr. Angayambon.
Oh.
Master, open 3 minutes, mama best 7 minutes. Would you be quack kuntoka samba? Aqua allegation against Alete Jacobs.
Allegation.
As Missy, you need to correct this factual inaccuracy. Say NDC for Toma or Muhu.
The case is currently in court. They did.
It's just one group netto, But unless you are claiming just for the NDC company.
Richard Yama, if you say so the case is in court.
Yes.
And you are emphatically passing judgment on who owns it. That's quite interesting.
I'm not passing judgment. I'm saying that Alete Jacobs is a shareholder.
Does that
and that makes
so it makes you an NDC.
Is Alete Jacobs not an NDC?
Can he not have a private?
He also. I'm telling you, the basis of
Richard, calm down. Alete Jacobs owns a hotel.
Yes.
Does it mean say NDC for there? No. So
he's a shareholder of that company.
Chairman,
find out anyway. That's what I'm saying.
They collapsed before it was divested.
Who collapsed?
Before
Chairman, what are you talking about?
Now, if Alete Jacobs and Yeskato crowd wouldn't
the circumstances under which it got bought is what I'm bringing up. My question. Where MPP comes and builds and the NDC comes to sell it to themselves.
Meanwhile,
Chairman, the government of Ghana today, they want to dispose of public enterprises. Minister Nekai, our money before NDC for Neton.
Yeah.
May say Duduana NDC for by 2000, by the end of 2000, no matter 360 and private companies dog okay marijuana no na ope anade
Chairman, I mean Chanito.
Chanito, mami. Ade, yes, Richard Nyama, yes, more gang up against Dr. Baumia, but any another matter for another day. So, yes, we are gang of 8. Gang of 8, ganging up against Dr. Baumia.
Message in November 2033.
Some are 10, 8 go one side. Last person,
last person.
No, Bakudi or a friend. In some force, I go to Mum Nessin channel. Oh, okay.
So, no, I'm telling you,
almost a Baumia, dear. You bet gang up or yet there.
One is it?
I am Papa Nekai. Watch it, Jaco.
Debbie Chairman, Chairman, you see the
and was say,
talk among themselves.
And was say, yes, it's a Becco second round, dear. They will gang up against Dr. Baumia.
Chairman,
Because you are a hot war.
Chairman,
He's a foreigner, he's a stranger.
Oh,
stranger, no, but from 2008 there on your whole.
It doesn't make sense.
Chairman,
But you've heard some of your own people say he's a
From
stranger.
2008 there on your whole.
Chairman, party Benina, Obi Uroma, and friend or hobby.
On him said, between when he first became
also a woman,
almost
stranger,
on him said, between when he first became an MP, between when he first became an MP,
Who became an
to becoming vice president, it took John Mahama 12 years.
Yeah.
You know that?
Yeah.
And so moment yes will be a whole war. You see how you make this.
One
Nana, then you are great grandfather. And come
Oh, tell me the liberation mama, but to the Kazakh because me and me the time no also, but to the liberation. Meanwhile, also no so was in now so. Doc, young
Chairman, Mr. That word, simple word, Ghana, I want to say a camp of power. Regulation. It's in an institution be or her PURC. Metrope no my underline Arno. Regulatory. Among regulative. No money was almost two utility names are among regulative. Enti, Mr. My young can't say economic benefit now or no credit. But say yan she say near me ye. Near here said, Obi Cray, bosses, yes, economy. Young ye. Ghana dear. Yet to me, ma, some so who Tama ye be 2 oil. Tama, many GMs always is your better sweater. You met yet, yes,
correct me documentary. I think it's still on YouTube.
Just say, Tama, and you might be same here. Maybe 1 year, Yamin Farmer, you. Bibi, I will be.
But I can't.
Oh, you tell me, Abrona,
it's near and
-2. Chairman, Mr. Now let me depart a little. The last time I checked, I was a Catholic and a Christian for that matter, and I remain.
Good.
Mr. said the various assemblies they should regulate churches.
Oh, that one.
Because obi religion for flock or can because they against us. Me a part. Kwanya bebia ni ekojina ni ati sorry especially residential areas ni ade no yenhwe ni yo because sabi you see Ghana no religion uko areas you share that designate you betin sorry I like this so well about University of Ghana. Yo bebia lecture house bebia residence ya no nice Ghana obi ha to meet sorry obi ni fie kura wati sorry uko kasa mu ye dede be he we ye bonsam mummy and you because it do be a I say ye trunk of 4 who dear so dodo. Now this assemblies in Yajuma. So quite dental panel who baby a community school war. Now he baby assembly no. Our students in eti a biasi dia. District assembly.
And Patrick, here's one quick one from Charles Nitekutego, directed at Richard Nyama. He says, tell Richard the Presidential Special Initiatives PSI he's making reference to was started by Honorable Kwame Battles and not Honorable Alachamateng. Enough of the misinformation. Let's go and check the statistics.
No, I have to respond to you. No. My name was mentioned, Mr.
But not your amount time.
So me time
many time upon
yes, that is the point. Special initiative be and I come na Battles di buy. About 4. Me say starch, salt, oil palm and a fabric Friday wear. Ni now go to the archives. I don't need buy.
Mimi sa bibi.
Come na Battles nim ho hwe.
Mimi sa bibi.
So what special initiatives on famra.
Thankfully that me wa ha. But Mimi sa bibi. Kwame but Alachamati year being an obey trade minister.
2003.
2003.
Yes.
So that time you started PSI, no?
Yes.
2003.
Yes.
Okay.
No, we did. Well,
Yo.
Yes, I check it.
Oh, send you. We'll check it. But I'll leave it there because Rich Nyaman or you're very rabid advocate for Alachamati. When you DNA.
No, now if you have a contrary, bring it and then I'll take
I
it.
don't.
Chairman.
No, I don't.
Thank you.
For me, it's just the information we're putting out.
Thank
Sir,
you.
Chairman,
Thank you.
Yes.
Marijuana cultivation.
Chairman, Mr. District assemblies no. Onye adwuma yie.
And EPA for
Ebi mo ye EPA. Na EPA won Accra ha o. EPA ni Central Region. Omo Accra ha headquarters. Ana obi kwesi cement factory weja. Omo hu time omo si ye. EPA. Me unfortunately me madam for chief executive.
You go for you.
Me is my personal friend.
Offer me offer.
E kwa unfair so omo si sa factory na nipa e wo ho ebre. What there for another day.
Chairman, Obi ka say, "My we no to sell gold no way no." The problem is say, government always getting involved to buy gold. And now to go and sell. Problem. Next week,
next week, we'll have Richard Nyamatik Mohammed and Dr. Ben. Me, I can't keep myself. In the meantime, shouting out to you, Philip Sasu Mensa Owari, aka Oja Fata. Happy birthday to you, Philip Sasu Mensa Owari, a radiologist at Luton and Dunstable University Hospital in England. Have a good one. It's from your brother Michael Nana Sasu, aka Don Sarge Pentimpa. Don't kill yourself.
Allow me to flex. Many years me I done the good. Rock the mic, me I rock the show. Many hit songs when I go. Still can go say.
Make way for Kuvib Kumbilson. The next week's broadcast is at 12. I've done my bit. I've overstayed my welcome already. God bless. Good morning.
But the world can do it.